who do you think Matuma Man's going to be having the least amount of fun with?
Well, pre-BKB, it's going to be the Veno and the Pangolier.
Yeah.
And then when he gets BKB, it's going to be the Void. So there's
quite a bit.
There's a bit of everything, you know. But you know, jokes aside, I think right now for the Tiny, it's about being able to enter the fight where he's early on. He's not kind of pressured too hard from jungle invasion of Veno, having to join every single engagement, or at least being able to punish the engagements where Secret isn't ready. And then going into the mid portion of the game, it's just getting that jump, getting that explosive entry, because nowadays you see like core Tinies, they can go Silver Edge, they can go Swift Blink, and like when you're in this 4 or 5 item territory, the game will be quite fluid for Liquid. But before then, it is going to be difficult because they don't really have a hero that walks into the fight first, right? Like Omni wants to sit behind, SD wants to sit behind, Invoker kind of pokes from a distance, and Monkey King technically can be the one scouting out, but Liquid will have some issues entering some of these bigger mid-game fights.
Well, we see already with the lanes, some moving around going on. I mean, who's trying to dodge what here, and who's winning with the setup of lanes?
So they want to have the Dispel into the Venomancer, right? So that's kind of the scenario here. Obviously, Insania and Matu go into the offlane to dodge, but of course, Veno just stays top anyways. That's pretty much the Liquid didn't want to put, or at least wanted to have Omni into Venomancer. So that's the main thing here.
Yeah, looks like they'll keep things as they are now. The lane's settling down a little bit. And with that, that's top lane in mind. Down bottom, I mean, see Iso's getting gone upon again, but he'll be okay. Yeah, Yapso's here to help slap Insania back. But bottom lane, what does this mean for the cause? You know, who's going to have the better time in that matchup?
Simply because of the Ench, you'll have to assume Sumo, the Void, because you bring in that creep with the Enchantress, you're going to be able to bully a little bit. It's not going to be, you know, amazing, because of course Monkey King's still a very good hero, can get the jingle up, can lifesteal away from the early damage. I don't expect anyone to really die down here, but the Void should be able to farm with relative confidence if Puppey has a creep and is able to play with. But right now Puppey doesn't have a creep, so this is where Liquid can look to try and build a little bit more of a lead down here. But yeah, you see here, as soon as Puppey doesn't have a creep, it's like, probably should step back for a second.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to try and go on to Puppey. He's got the heals. Design needing that one more hit to get the Jingu up, but he's not able to chase down for it. Puppey too fast. And Puppey ready to trade back in onto Boxy. As Boxy's got to run. Of course, with Disruption already used, he hasn't got that much to protect himself with there. He's into the trees, and that will do it. Cuts through the tree lines and is able to make it away from Puppey.
Cancels have as well. Boxy just going to be on 300 HP. Oof.
They're going to try and set up onto Puppey again. Round.
There we go. Yeah.
I mean, do they get this?
Gets the money release.
He does. They get the kill. So the effort pays off for Liquid in that sense. Zai will find first blood. Top lane. Nice. He's going to be able to kite out Insania, as Insania's not able to stay on top of the Venomancer. Matu's going to try and step in, but Ice, he knows that he can play at the distance here, continuously poking at the two of them. Yamsor chases down, finishes off the kill onto Insania. Matu, he's going to get brought very, very low as he's bullied out of this top lane for now.
Yeah, and the key thing here is Omni Knight, the new Heavenly Grace. You apply the Grace to an ally, it'll do a strong dispel, but the Omni Knight himself only gets the strength and HP. He doesn't get a dispel as well. So even though it looked like both were graced, Insania cast it on the Tiny, giving himself not the dispel. That's why he was still Galed, still getting chased down. And if Venomancer is able to hit the two-man Gales, you probably will be able to kill the guy that doesn't get that strong dispel on him.
In on the mid CS, Nisha just a little bit behind in the denies, but as it goes for the last hits, it's close. See top Yapsor able to get this creep wave back in a better position, pull it back it, make life a little bit harder for Matu. Even with, you know, that early sort of move, because we saw he was getting brought very, very low. He's farming very, very well up here. 22 CS on the Tiny.
Precious bounty.
Yeah, because you got the Omni Knight with you. It's one of the better heroes to be able to enable this type of farm rate. Like you're getting dispelled, you're getting healed, always getting up. Also, he is farming some of the stacks, so kind of fake CS here. Having to TP out as well.
They might be able to chase down Insania. I don't think Insania's got many options left. There's a swashbuckle available. Well, there it is, straight in. Secret, I'll be able to get another kill out of this top lane.
And now the lane feels pretty horrendous because your Omni Knight's dead, your Tiny's got no real resources to play, he's going to sit on the side. If he steps up, he's going to get galed, so he's kind of waiting for his ally to come back. But once Insania comes back up here, you see Yapsor leaving. If Yapsor stayed top, this lane could be super hard for Liquid because it's going to be a constant fight. But instead, they want to fight on the Exor mid lane. They want to take this mid tower and pressure Mickey.
Yeah, but they're coming in with a big move mid, trying to chase down Mickey, but he's out with the Ghost. Well, they have a sentry at the ready. They won't be able to find any further catch, though. So Mickey can escape. Bottom lane, an attempt made onto Sumail. And build up the Jingu. They've got the balance track. He's already used the Time Warp. So they're trying to dive in a little bit, but a little awkward there with their own illusions blocking them off. So Sumail's able to keep the distance. He's fine. TP was coming in as well, ready to turn things around. So Liquid won't dive further.
Not the cleanest of moves from Secret. Normally there's double support to mid. You do that with the creeps hitting the tower, the catapult in the tower, so then the Exo has maximum value. But in this instance, it was a deep dive, they didn't catch. Then the Exo was like half hitting creeps, not that, like, there's a bit of a messy mid fight, but through principle, that's the idea of what Secret wants to do, right? It's the fact that when Exo is available, they just want to collapse on the tower and break it down. Poor Matu just constantly just getting bullied up here.
Yeah, it feels like every time we look up to this top lane he is, but as I say, you know, he's still getting the last hits, so just a testament to how well he's able to push this hero to his limits against a duo that's keeping him very low.
Yeah, it's kind of like cheating, right? Having an Omni Knight. It's like, laning phase is a bit too easy. Oh, look at that, 5k damage dealt. But the healing, yeah, I was about to say, the healing from Omni Knight is going to be rather substantial.
Yeah. Let's stop that. See Puppy maybe looking towards the mid again. So they'll push forward once more. Nisha very close to being able to put this tower out to an end.
In an ideal world, they take this mid tower before the next exorcism. So then Nisha can look to move bot lane, take this safe lane tower, and kind of give somewhere for Sumail to farm. Because in all these moves, you know, Pango hugging Venom Monster, Ench helping mid. Sumail's kind of playing an off-lane void right now. Sure, he's farming pretty well, but they need to make that one move to open up the map. So they're actually deciding just to go bottom anyways. They're not even going to hit mid tower. They're just going to get Sumail a little bit into the game. Yeah,
they've got Chrono, so they've got great opportunity to kill Zai. If Zai's not too careful. But he's aware of what's coming in. He's sticking to the trees. We'll see if they bring in any backup and they want to try and take this fight, but it could be difficult. It's the potential of an Exorcism and a Chronosphere.
Yeah, they just don't really have the damage again, you know, like this is the second game now. Liquid's got a lineup which is a little bit more item dependent. Like if Liquid wants to fight right now, it's going to be a lot of stuns, a lot of control and sustain, saved through Omni and SD, but there's not that clear image of if we catch this guy, we're going to be able to kill them, unless they're diving, like you see top lane.
Now we'll see quick move from Zai. He's ready to join forces with Matu and Insania top to take down Ice. Nisha, he's there in response. And Zai, he's got to run, he'll turn with a boundless strike, but Nisha's already in on top of it. And with the siphon damage, that's going to be Zai taken out. And a good opportunity to keep pushing with the Ghosts as the creeps start to meet the tier 1 tower. Over the river, Boxy and Mickey, they'll catch Puppy, they'll take him down. But unlikely to be able to do much about this top push.
Yeah, no, this is disastrous for Liquid. They give up bot tower, they do quickly kill off the Venom top, but a little overextension and Nisha TB's there. Realistically, even if Zai doesn't die there, they're going to lose this tower because they were able to take top for free and still have Exo. Like, towers are falling. Liquid don't have the heroes to defend towers. They don't have that like natural offlaner that parks himself in front with a hood, with a vanguard, and can soak up a bit of damage. And because of that, every time this DP is able to use their ultimate, something will fall. And once mid tower falls, it will probably be Roshan is that next objective. This is a scary part of the game for Liquid because they need to find farm, they need to find it quick.
Secret, they're doing it quicker than Liquid were at the start of game 1 last time. So last game, I think Liquid had the 2 tier 1 towers taken out past the 10-minute mark. This time Secret's doing it before so. Already 9 minutes in. Those two side lanes in trouble.
Mickey going from a lot more active style of build, of course, going towards Wex, going for the Vessel, because early Death Prophet, if you run in, get the Siphon, your Vessel, you're not going to heal up that much. It's going to be quite a hindrance. You see from the quick bio of Nisha as well. He's not going for some, duels BKB style. He's going a little bit more greedy. So, yeah, this is Invoker timing is going to be a key thing to try and punish at least the strength of Death Prophet right now.
And in this sort of game, with Matu on the Tiny, at what point in his item build is he going to want to turn up and get involved? Because I imagine with the Mask of Madness alone, he's going to be wanting to hit the creeps for quite some time, surely.
It's probably Echo. So he's going. What's he going right now? He's got Mask of Madness. Yeah. So if he's got Mask of Madness, he's probably going to unlock that for some Echo Saber.
Yeah.
So either Echo Blink and just go for the quick jump on one hero. But my fear is Secret traditionally is a type of team that tanks up very quickly, be it through fluffy hats, just being greedy in general, just buying actual bigger items. So maybe that type of build is going to be an issue too. But yeah, it's Blink, Echo, Silver Edge kind of territory. Go for an assassin style.
Just looking at it around the mid, Samael. I dropped the Chrono straight away. Take out Boxy and secure the tier 1 tower mid.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
See them try and set up here. I mean, from the tree line side, he's got the Wukong's command. Over the stun, Samael's out of mana. He's got just enough for the stick charge to jump out in time, though. And look at this angle from Yapsor. Rolling in with the Thunder. As the rest of Secret, they're cleaning up on the back as they get on top of Mickey. Insania's not able to run from this. As Secret, they just keep it coming here in this game, too. Already at 4K, 11 minutes in. Matu's going to have to TP back to base there with the damage that Ice kicks out upon him with the Poison Nova. It is speeding up fast here from Secret. And yeah, Liquid, they're struggling to sort of show any sort of response to this.
They try so hard to catch the Void, right? But that one lack of stun, that one something to convert, he instantly time walks out. And yeah, we're going to see the strength of Secret. They commit a Chrono, they commit the Rolling Thunder, dismantle mid, then you got Venom ulting. Again, you have to remember, Venom ults are very good against the beefy heroes.
Yep.
That takes into account, max HP, right? So, very, very strong.
See around the mid, they try and get the catch on Yapsor, but the Boundless is off the mark. I still have the Tornado EMP, Shield crashes up to the high ground, Zai's trying to chase, but the Primal Spring's going to be off the mark as well. As Yapsor is able to walk away, does die to the poison stacking up, but time before the Secret to come in, and Liquid, they've had to dive pretty deep for that one, so Zai will die. The rest do make it out of there. They are quite the deep move up to the tier 1 tower, a lot of effort being put into that kill onto Yapsor, and it cost them their offliner's life. Zai goes down.
Extremely worth for Secret, that is. Obviously not Liquid. And I think earlier you mentioned about the Tiny and the build he wants to go. Yeah. Right now, I realized I mentioned the idea of the assassin. That build will be pretty kind of game losing because you're hoping to get the jump. And right now with this much lead that Secret's built, I don't know if he's going to be able to kill anyone in that jump. So he's probably just going to have to be super tanky.
And Matu.
He's just getting chased down non-stop.
Yeah, they've got to get him out of this area. Yapsor was making his way over as well. Had a Rolling Thunder good to go. And we've seen already what he's able to do with that.
You can see from Tiny's quick by now, it's like Mask of Madness, he's got Shadow Blade. He probably will go some BKB AC, just try and exist in the fight and hope to get buffed up rather than trying to do anything else. Let them come to him. They do get a nice pickup on Nisha though.
That's a big one. Yeah.
When they play the map quite spread, naturally, so how Secret finds their farm, it's like they break down lanes, and then they'll always have heroes pushing out. You see here, Puppy farming a little bit more aggressive. They're trying to bait out a move.
I mean, Yapsor's going to come in to help Puppy out. Puppy's healing up. Once again, Yapsor getting a good angle. Multiple bounces here onto the three of them. Ice in with the slow. They'll pop the ult, but the Chrono's down. They're not going to do much damage, of course, for the GA, but it doesn't matter. The magical damage continues to tick down Mickey. They take out Insania. And again, Secret, they'll find another solid fight for themselves.
I think it's impressive just how Secret, when they're in their element, they're able to farm so much of the map, but also be so close to each other. And like in this engagement, they had someone showing top, someone showing mid, aggressively coming jungle. But the time it took to jump that one hero in the middle, it allowed everyone else to quickly just fall into line and take the fight. And that is why you see Secret find farm on supports, find farm across everyone. It's because they're just moving as a unit, but like quite nicely spread. Sometimes it looks like they're feeding, sure it happens, but when it works out, when the hero that gets jumped doesn't die instantly, that's when that extra gold just appearing out of nowhere, and people were surprised by how there's such a distribution of gold throughout the team. And I think this game is just a beautiful example of it, as now the EXO after that gets themselves the Aegis, and they're just going to wait for the cooldowns to come back up and look for that killing blow.
Yeah, it's just looking pretty hard for Liquid. It's going to be very tough for Matu to be able to carry this as a Tiny. A difficult hero to do so from behind, even with the amounts of buffs that his allies can provide him. They're just losing a little bit too much of the map here. 15 minutes in, the game's still early, but they're down 8k.
It's just hard to see the item that Liquid buys in the next like 5 minutes convert to a point where you're like, okay, cool, they can do this thing in a fight, right? Like Tiny going Shadow Blade, it means he's just going to be able to maybe walk in and avalanche toss a Pangolier or something, you know, some random hero. But like, I don't see him doing the damage to kill anyone from the Shadow Blade. Maybe if it was like Alacrity or something, but it's very much Liquid. They really need not one item, but 2 items to play this game right now. And that alone, whilst you're being kind of death-balled, ran at by a Death Prophet Venomonster, is a massive struggle.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And Puppey picking up the drum again. Massive fan of drum. I think even before patch, drum was pretty underrated. But just the fact that you get some good stats as a support, you activate it, bonus move speed, bonus attack speed, and then eventually you can upgrade it as well. Pretty handy.
Radiant's
See what they can do down there on the bottom lane, Nisha. He's counting things out here with his invis rune. He's got eyes on Matu and Mickey. Silence out to both of them. Sania coming in with the buffs, keeping Mickey healed up. That was the turn with the tornado, but you see Yapso, he's charging him straight down over the Rolling Thunder. Comes in, drops the dust. They've got eyes on Mickey. As Mickey's going to get left behind, he'll die.
Structures are fortified.
Matu instantly runs to mid. Guys, please. And then they fortify. They don't even allow him this wave. They literally fortify the wave to make sure, just to get Nisha in. He does farm it eventually, but just like Matu just wants a moment of like fresh air, you know? Like he wants to breathe in this game. And they're not allowing him. Sure, he still gets the same creeps, but just knowing that the DP's knocking on your front door, it's like, okay, gotta run away now.
I mean, Nisha's got exorcism good to go, so they're going to be able to definitely push for another objective here with the 2.5 minutes remaining of his Aegis. As pressure's in on the mid, pressure's in from the bottom as well. Secret shoving in multiple lanes
look at the
here.
push bot. This is the big push. Yes! Look at the damage. Summon more skeletons, Puppet. Yes!
This tower's gone. Puppy's going to be able to take it out. And they're also, you know, whilst putting the pressure on the mid, they're also defending their top tower as well. Mid lane, Ice will die. They get the combo off, Boxy with the setup. The ultimates are up.
That's collateral.
Yeah, they need a lot more than just an ice kill to swing this game back in their favor, Liquid.
Haste!
That's actually given, he didn't want to feed the SD, the extra, you know, what was it, 8 gold or whatever the skeleton will give, so yeah, look, it was a calculated non-micro. Wait, I lied, they're microed here. He just missed-microed. How dare Puppy miss-micro.
Easy farm.
That was a nice little fight, yeah, that's cool.
Oh, Instania. He's dead.
Same thing happened here.
He's killed for the carry. Samel walks over, he says, I'll take that.
Very talented solo kill. Like, that's why people call him the king.
Let's see what he wants to go for next. Mid lane.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And I absolutely love this build on Ench. Just none of this impetus, try and win the lane or anything. You just get heal, you get tanky, be annoying.
And they're going for Mickey. And with the jump forward and Secret, they are prepared with detection. Samel's jumping over Mickey. He's not got anything to save himself with it. As the further sentries get laid down, look at that. Sentry after sentry, making sure that you cannot escape with the invis. As Secret almost...
The TP in front of his face.
I see Ice does die again, but once more, it's all part of the greater move here from Secret. They swing over, they kill off Zai.
That was just nicer because as we saw Nisha enter this fight, he was TPing as the Invoker still didn't die, right? He was siphoning him during his TP out, so he like got the kill while TPing into the mid. Yeah, Secret are just...
Oh, look at this. The male, he knows where he's hiding. He knows where he's hiding. He finds Matu in the trees. Insania's going to try and help out with the heals, but there's nothing to be done. As Matu goes down, Insania also knowing that his fate is secured here. Double kill for Samael. Secret continuing this beat down here. 20 minutes in, 11k up.
You look at the mini-map right now. There are so many sentries. Puppy and Yapsor, they're doing such a good job of just making sure it's controlled. And if you just look at Radiant Vision, they're going to only see their own base right now. And tier 2, they see absolutely nothing. And that is because Secret, they are playing aggressive. They have these deep wards to catch the cores, try to sneak a little bit of farm. And in doing so, they're giving Liquid no game plan. So that they're farming with confidence, they're warding with confidence. And again, they're 11k up at 20 minutes. It's not that hard to be able to do this, but to uphold this and make sure Liquid never gets out, that's where the skill comes in. And they're doing that really, really well. Also helps that Liquid can't do any damage and they don't have items to do damage.
No, they're still hoping to try and push this game later. Midas has only just been finished by Mickey. So it's going to all be about the high ground defense, the D push, and getting the opportunity to scale onwards. If anything's to show from how Secret's been playing so far, chances of Secret giving Liquid that space are very slim.
You see now, like, Zai going for top wave.
Oh, and Yapso's got him. Knocks him down. He can't even get the ult off. The silence comes in. He's completely playing around with Zai. Nothing for him to be done.
But in this moment of death, you must see some positive. Liquid, they've snuck themselves into the dire triangle. You know, Matu got to hit a creep wave or two. This is... You gotta find the silver linings right now. I take it back, actually. Matu's just shadow bladed running around. Wait, don't wait.
He's scared to go for the wave.
He's just too scared to show. Like, this is the amount of damage that Secret stunts, like, psychologically, is just how quick they are to react. Matu's like, wait, if I show on this wave, we don't see them because, again, there are no wards out for Liquid other than these 2 Radiant wards now on the bottom, like, rune spot area. So Secret, they can play wherever they want and they feel like they're ready to get jumped at any point. Like, Matu's farming from the tree line. He got 1 CS. And they instantly, as soon as they show, look, Secret just running towards this area. This is, yeah, so much pressure being applied across this map.
Ostermail's in. Chrono's out. He's managed to catch the 2 of them on the backlines. Both Mickey and Insania immediately deleted from the team fight. As Dio lay down the Weird Course command, but he can't survive against the damage that Smail's able to bring here. As 3 dead, another fight in the bag for Secret.
A long respawn for Roshan though, 2 minutes 10. This isn't going to be some pick off into instantly run Roshan. They're not checking anyways, but principle, it's going to be Secret just continuing to farm. I wouldn't be surprised if they just hold this position, wait for the Roshan, get the Aegis, then maybe look, because they don't want to give that one moment to Liquid. Again, I think Secret, they're respecting Liquid in the fact that even when behind, they can find, you know, mechanically that combo of spells that gets the damage. But yeah, just wait for Aegis. Don't need to rush. Don't need to do anything crazy. You own the map. Just wait for the Aegis. And we finally get to see the shard on Death Prophet. One of the more enjoyable changes in the patch. Just removing the active time of fear from 4 seconds of siphoning to 3. Such a quality of life change. You can really feel it as you enter into the engagement. Just, yeah, really nice change. And it's why position 5 DP stocks are going up. Why even core DP stocks are going a little bit up. It's a nice shard change.
Let's see Zai clearing out this top lane. I'm going to try and head over and do something about it. I mean, they've been doing an excellent job of keeping these towers up. Their tier 1 still totally fine in the top lane.
Haste!
Yapso's there ready in case Zai shows himself, but Zai knows he's got the vision down. So unlikely to be losing his life up here today.
Radiant's top tower.
I think it's nice for Liquid, at least, in regards to the fact that Matu's been able to sit in an area of the map for at least, you know, a minute and a half and not feel like he's going to get ran at relentlessly. That's pretty cool. Even got to farm a creep wave. That was nice. But he's just hugging this bottom side, his bottom corner. And the nice thing about farming here is, if they were to even smoke gank kill him, they're so far away, they're so disconnected from the main objective, which is going to be tier 2 top, Roshan top, that Matu feels like he can still farm here a little bit more freely. Because again, dying, it's going to take 20-30 seconds to move to another objective, if not longer. So yeah, Liquid doing a nice job finding some resources on the map. Again, it's not great, it doesn't feel good, but it's making the most out of the situation. And Puppey, he identifies the type of play that Liquid's making, goes back to his own area, defensively dewards even when they're so far ahead, just to make sure Liquid can't do it. But look at Insania, instant ban, a whole new ward down. But Roshan should be secrets for free. Yo, we're seeing the upgraded Vlads, let's go.
Yeah, the raid pact.
This is amazing. I love this item just because it's like you get to drop it and the damage reduction in an area is just so nice, you know? Like, you play against like Void, obviously he's got the Void on his team, but anyone who plays with area damage, you just throw it down and like these big AoE spells suddenly just feel like nothing because everyone's getting, you know, damage mitigation, etc. So yeah, I like it. You take a fight in a certain area, if you can control the fight in that area, which of course these guys can with Rolling Thunder, slows from Venomancer and Chrono, you can make an enemy just feel like they do nothing. And Liquid, they already have damage issues, this will further cement that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Here comes the high ground push. Exorcism's out. What's Liquid's response going to be? They're going to have to turn up with Matu involved in the team fights at some point. He's TPing back. He's got his BKB done.
I'm just worried that they just don't have any damage. It might just fall flat.
He's going to try and reveal himself with jump forward from Sumail and back. The EMP's down. Will burn the mana of Sumail. Still got stick charges. He's actually going to be able to get his mana back up. So there's still the potential of the Chrono, and there it is. Jumps in past the ranks. Geo will come out in time. Defensive disruption tries to keep it to a man safe. Insania will die. Matu's able to put the BKB. Buyback comes out from Mickey. As Mickey's back in. See what they can catch here. They will get Yapsaw, and Wuko's commands down along with the Sunstrike onto white side sides.
Okay, couple heals from Insania, keeping it going. Nice little pincer from Zai. But you can see the value of that totem there in the fight. Tiny walks in, goes for a hit, and he's like, I do literally nothing. And then he just walked back, and of course, diving underneath the tier 4s kind of helped a little bit there, but Secret, once again, showing respect. They do take the Rex, and they force out an Invoker buyback, so this will just be the scenario of reset.
I'll see it again here.
You're going to see it here. It's like the tail end of this fight. Of course, right now, it's not doing anything, but yeah. Once he micros it in, there you go. Now it comes on in. I do nothing. Or maybe that's just his damage without the turn. I don't know if it goes through BKB, actually. Let me check.
I mean, Secret's ready to go for it again down bottom. Jump forward from Sumail, he continue to play around with him. He's still got 2 minutes on the Aegis and the BKB ready to pop. Come over the Avalanche, he's getting low, but he's able to time walk off in time, so Sumail keeping his first life intact. Liquid, they're trying to find something, take something away from this push of Secret, but with Secret 19k ahead, incredibly farmed across the board on all cores. They are struggling to slow this down one bit.
They just have to hope Secret dies. Just like, they just completely forget about taking buildings and just play tiny airline instead of the fountain maybe. It's rough.
They're in. Secret, straight over towards Matu. Matu's got to put the BKB, he's got to run. Sumail's in on top of him with the bash. Here's Wukon's commands out. Again, Zai able to lay down the ult in a way that Secret does have to back off momentarily. Nisha Able to stand his ground from the side, finishes off the range tracks. The exorcism. BKB's already used, it's a lot harder for Liquid to defend. Samael's in with the jump, there's the chrono, he's caught two of them. Just get pushed down the side and disarm, will slow his offense down, but Zai still falls. They've lost Zai, no buyback available from him. Samael jumps over, looks towards Mickey, Mickey pops the Ghost Wall. Torchbook with the Essence Ring will keep Mickey alive. He's into the base, but the Spirit Vessel is ticking him down, and it will kill him off. Ice kills him within the fountain thanks to the Spirit Vessel. Mickey's gone, also no buyback.
Secret, they just walked to top. They're like, we don't need to leave, boys. We got the Aegis. The 22k up. Let's just get ourselves the Megans.
Yeah, they're crushing it here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, it was a beautiful game from Secret. Just from lane to map to vision control.
Let's see what we've got going here.
Radiant's top tower is
Yapsel,
under attack.
trying to keep the cover with the Rolling Thunder, comes crashing in over towards Matsuma Man, straight over onto Boxy on the back line. Matsu will turn, is able to combo down the Aegis of Samael, but he's able to use this BKB to step back. He's thinking about getting back in on this. The buyback comes out from Insania. Zai's out the two of them. A lot of damage with this impetus going the way of Zai. Zai's been pushed back for the field. Turn with the Boundless Strike. He is able to heal up a little bit, but Samael won't take any damage, or at least reverses it with the Time Warp, as he's fine. Zai's BKB is soon to come to an end, as Secret will dive in past the tier 4s, take down the Monkey King. Insania.
I just wanted to clarify. Sorry. That this totem doesn't go through BKB. I just checked in the fight.
Alright.
That was really important. I had to pause you for a second to give you that important PSA, Owen.
No, don't worry, there's not much happening here now from Liquid, I don't think. They've got a buyback available on Boxy. Matu, he's going to need help. Tornado will keep him covered quite nicely. They buff him up. He's trying to get back, but Samael just stays in on top of him, commits him with a BKB. Another defensive destruction from Boxy buys a bit more time from Matu. They will get it back to the fountain. He'll live to see another day. 10 seconds, they'll have Zai back up. Liquid, can they do some sort of miraculous defense here? They're up against Megas. Matu jumped upon by the Rolling Thunder. He's out, no buyback on him. GG, it's called as Secret. Well, they'll close up this game too very, very confidently. 31 minutes of struggle here from Liquid as Secret